Welcome to Becker County Master Gardener's Ramblin' Rose. I'm Mary Wickman.
My name is Marietta Keenan.
And I'm Alice Wenzel.
And I'm Sally Hoskin. We're all Master Gardeners.
So today the four of us, four of the 20 Master Gardeners with Becker County, are going to just answer some common questions that we receive that might be helpful to you. For instance, this week I had a question from someone from Frazee who said, I have spruce trees that my husband has trimmed the branches up, and I want to make it more pleasing. I want to plant something underneath it, but I've heard that you could damage the roots. Is that true? So my information is coming from a publication from the University of Minnesota Extension Service by Mary Meyer and Kelsey Sparks, and it's called Planting Under Trees. I think the first misconception that I learned from that publication was that the canopy of the tree was the root system, or the size of the root system. It actually is like an iceberg, much more going on below the ground than you might be aware of. 90% of the roots of a tree are in the top 3 feet of soil, and 50 to 75% of the feeder roots of a tree are in the top 12 inches of soil. So if you wanted to plant under a tree, you don't want to haul in extra soil. By doing that, you're going to change the water, you're going to change the air on the roots, and you're going to eventually kill that tree.
Spruce trees particularly have a shallow root system.
Yes.
And to add on to what she said about putting certain things under the tree, rocks is really a no-no. And the reason that is that the soil gets compacted. Believe it or not, roots need oxygen. And the more soil gets compacted by people running across the yard or by rocks being close to the tree, the more difficult it is for that tree to continue to be healthy. In the case of spruce and evergreen trees, it's kind of a challenge of what you can grow beneath that tree. I took a close look at spruce trees and at my yard, and Virginia creeper, Parthenocissus quinquefolia, which is a five-leafed vine, grows nicely underneath the spruce, as does false Solomon seal and false, I don't know if it's false or wild, lily of the valley. It's not the straight lily of the valley. But I'm talking from the standpoint of more wild or native stuff. I can't speak for the things that are not native.
The Arboretum actually has azaleas and rhododendrons planted under there as well.
And do they recommend any kind of hosta under?
Hostas, depending on how far up you're trimming those branches, it may be difficult to get a hosta. You'd want to plant it on the outside perimeter rather than, if you're doing another tree, maybe in close to the trunk. You know,
hostas can grow beneath I would agree with Mary. Hostas can grow beneath an evergreen, but it's more likely that they'd be happy a little farther out, a little closer to the drip line.
Yeah. Actually, at my house, I have some evergreens that are not very attractive, and my husband wanted to cut them down. So instead of doing that, I put pots around it so that I wouldn't disturb it. So it's individual pots and things that grow up high, lilies and things like that. The birds really love it, and it's made the tree more attractive.
And did you see that your pots were happy there for the summer?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, multiple seasons. And if you were planting individually, you might want to use small plants and dig small holes and put some compost in there as well and do the individual plantings. If you're going to mulch under the trees, then you're going to want to keep it under 4 inches. Well, it looks like we've run out of time today. So we'll look forward to the next time when we have an opportunity to answer some questions for you.